In this video, we're going to show you how to configure your syncing utility between the desktop and the web app. So if there's ever a reason that you need to reinstall the software on a machine, in that installation you have the utility that you can run to get the syncing kicked in for your mobiles. And you may need to email customer support or your sales rep to ask for the username, password, and database name. If that's the case, you can reach the technical department at customersupport@westromsoftware.com. All one word, no spaces, no dashes, or sales@westromsoftware.com. No spaces, no dashes. Just let us know your company name and who you are, and we'll get you those credentials for setting up. So the first thing here, we have to get to the C drive on our computer. So regardless of your version of Windows, get yourself to the C drive. And in there, I have both pieces of software on my machine, but you may only have RouteStar or the OCS program, or you may only have the service program. Either way, if you have RouteStar, open up the folder named the OCS program, double-click the MySQL folder, and in here you'll have one that says 32. You always want to use the version that says 32. I know we have a 64-bit here. Do not use a 64-bit. Even if you think you've got 64-bit Office or 64-bit operating system, does not matter. Use 32-bit. If we have to use the 64-bit, our tech department will use it. It's configured differently. The same thing with the service program. If you go into the service program folder, if you have the service program, click on MySQL, and in here you also have the 32. That's the one you want to run regardless of any machine, operating system, or version of Office you're running. Always run the 32-bit version. When you first open it, it's going to bring you to a page here. You're going to click Next. And if you get to the screen but you don't see the screen, let's say your screen says repair, modify, etc. That means you already have this installed. You do not need to do this piece. If you think there's something wrong with it, click repair and hit next. It'll finish repairing itself. From here, we're going to go ahead and hit accept because I'm just installing this for the first time. I'm going to click next. I highly recommend you hit complete. You can do typical. It's not going to hurt it. Complete drops all the files just in case you need to reinstall. You won't need the installer again. So I recommend complete. And then hit next, and then hit install. Now this will take a moment. It's got to run through its little installation process here. So we'll just go ahead and wait for this to finish up. It's usually fairly quick. You should get a status bar as it starts to install itself that will move across the middle here. This might be a good time if you're waiting on that username, password, or if you need it, go ahead and shoot that email over to customersupport@westromsoftware.com. I'm being asked if I'd like to run this install. Yes, I would. And then from here, you just click complete or finish. So if you have Windows 10 or Windows 8, the easiest way from here is click the start at the bottom left. You'll get a pop-up. You can start typing. Just type in QODBC, and you'll notice that they're all right here. There's that letter sequence, QODBC. Select QODBC data source. I'm going to click this right here, and it's going to open it up. From here, I already have a driver. I'm going to remove it just to show you how to build these. So once you get here, you're going to click on this user tab, and you're going to click add. You're going to scroll to the bottom because it's usually towards the bottom. It's called MySQL ODBC 5.2a driver. MySQL ODBC 5.2a driver. Select it and then click finish. From here is the last piece. This is why you're going to need that username and password and database name. So get that from us if you need it. Along the top, it has to be MCC in uppercase letters. The description is not as important. Let's say I was doing one for the service program. I can just call it TSP for the letters. Now this TCP/IP/server, this is what you're going to put in. D as in dog, B as in boy, dot, mycustomerconnect.com. So it's going to be db.mycustomerconnect.com. The port is always going to be 3306, so leave that at default. Username is going to look like this, mccadmin_, mine is Joe TSP. We'll give you a username and password. You must include the mccadmin. And then the password. If the password is correct, when you hit the drop down, below information schema, you're going to see your actual database name that we will email to you. If you do not see the database name, you either have the username, the password, or this server set wrong. So double check your settings. Again, if this does not show up with your database name here to select, double check this. Make sure you typed it properly. Double check this username and re-input that password. When you hit the drop down, you should get your database name to select. Then hit test. It'll tell you it's successful. Once it says it's successful, your computer should now be able to sync with the mobile devices. Just click OK and click OK to exit here, and you're good to go. You're now set up to sync with your mobiles from your desktop.